What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. It is 7:23 a.m. on a Monday morning. You can tell we got dew on the ground. There's my truck coming out from under the carport, left those little dew marks right there. So, getting ready to go do it. Got 10 bags, Stay Green, Southern Weed and Feed. And I had to go put this down on the yard real quick this morning. That dew helps it to stick, and the earliest it's supposed to rain, try to get this camera up here, the earliest it's supposed to rain, of course you know how weather folks are now. I mean, they don't have to get it right all the time apparently, but it's tomorrow afternoon. So I looked at the the extended forecast, and I don't even actually think it shows anything coming into like 4 or 6 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, something like that. So I'll get 30 something hours hopefully of this down. Usually 24 to 48 hours. You want to wait a little bit on this stuff, but or according to the recommendations on this one, you do anyway. So we'll just have to see. But I need to get it done this morning. Normally I wouldn't go out first thing Monday morning and be working. I normally go to the office first thing on Monday morning, but it's supposed to start raining a little bit tomorrow afternoon and then rain every day this week. So I may have trouble. This is my heavier week cutting grass too, so I may have trouble at the end of the week. But anyway, we'll just see what happens. I'm about to run in here in Fellowship Hall, fill my cooler up, put some ice on my cooler that's already full of soda, or not soda, water and Gatorade. So anyway, I'll let y'all see the yard when I get there. All right, here we go. You can know how much you can tell this morning on the camera, but it is foggy out. But maybe you'll be able to see the yard. It's coming up here on the left. We'll try to slow roll up here. That's a look at the yard right there. Looks like they got it cut. He has got the sprinkler heads up out there. So that's a pretty big yard. But anyway, we'll get over here and see if we can get up in here and knock this bad boy out this morning. Pull up here just a little bit. And, my intention is just to drive down this lane. I got all the stuff in the back of the truck, so just as I have to put another bag in and refill, I'll just kind of shoot down that lane. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know if the customer's up yet, but anyway, we're about to get out here and jump on it. All right, sporting this walker this morning. Kind of like the Skag one. You know where I'm wearing it? Why I'm wearing it? It's free. They gave me one. Hey, if Hustler would send me one. Or, you know, a couple of them I'd wear them. But anyway, I like wearing my flag ones too. So here's the yard though. No cutting this yard. All I do here is I do this pine straw for them, and usually keep the hedges trimmed. Bunch of hedges across the front, all out there. These right here, all down this side of the house. But anyway, you can see my lines. Well, maybe you can see them on the camera. Put some stripes in this bad boy with a spreader. So it's done. About 250 pounds worth. All right, got something that came in today. Let me show y'all what it is real quick. You spend a lot of money, $50, $100, $200 at a time doing lawn care, but anyway, it's a necessity. There we go, right there. When I bought my new trailer, it didn't have a, well, I mean, I guess I could have ordered it on there from the factory, but I didn't. They didn't even ask me if I wanted one, but you know, probably just because of price point, you know, because I had gotten a quote on the trailer, and you know, and they just gave me, you know, kind of the entry level, I guess, at it or whatever. All right, got to show y'all something real quick here. Just went and deposited some checks in the bank. My deposit slip come back. Those are Heath bars. Hey, I got the best bankers in the world. One of the beauties of small town community, isn't it? Anyway, just wanted to share that with y'all.
All right, we're at the first yard. Just a little small yard here in town. But it's got a pine tree. So you know what that means, right? Pine tree means pine cones. That's right. That's right. I do this yard every 2 weeks. It's not grown up bad. I mean, but I don't know if you're on the phone or something, you might not be able to see this as good, but oh, there's probably 25 pine cones out there. So pretty much every time you stop by here kind of deal. But anyway, get out here and get them picked up and get the mowing.
All right, so check this out, guys and gals. I come over here to cut this yard. By the way, there was 25 pine cones in it. I did not get any footage of the yard because the neighbor over here behind me walked out and wanted a price on her yard. So trying to get done. Gave her a price, asked if I could do it while I was here. So I'm just gonna throw the GoPro on the chest strap and just shoot a little bit of footage of this one while I do it, I reckon. So anyway, it is a property that looks like it has not been cut this year. Here's the leaves, and I told her I'd run over and mulch them up kind of, but I'm not getting them up. So anyway, we'll see how it turns out. Woo! Man, my eyes are full of dirt. No, I shouldn't be doing that going down the road. Man, that might gross you out, but that's dirt. I don't know how much of this footage I'm gonna put up, but that was one dusty yard, mulching up those leaves. Man. But anyway, that was the neighbor of the lady I normally cut. Come out, asked me what I'd charge her. I told her. I just went ahead and did it while I was there. I had another yard on my list today, but it's not one I got to do, and they just happen to be right up here next door. So I thought, heck, I'll go ahead and do it. Normally, apparently, her son does it, and it's one of those things. Her son hadn't got to it, and she didn't want to say nothing to him, because if she did, being a good son, he'd make a way to get out there and get it done. And she said, I know he just doesn't have the time to keep this up. And so anyway, I gave her a card. I got a feeling that I might be doing that one in the future. Now, I don't know that, but if I do, it's right next door to one I already do. I'll do it on the same schedule, unless she wants a weekly. You know, and it'll be fine. And if I don't ever hear back from her, that's fine. Now, I know some of you say, well, these one-time cuts, I don't do them. And that's fine. If I was full-time and I had a full schedule, I wouldn't do a one-time cut either, unless I had a little break in my schedule and I made good money off of it. And I don't always do one-time cuts. So I do a one-time cut for a couple of reasons. One of the main reasons I do it is somebody like that, an elderly person that can't keep their yard up. They got somebody in the family that does it. They can't get to it, you know, whatever the case might be. And I cut it. Now, why will I give them a one-time cut and I won't do that for, you know, another situation, let's say? Well, because in a lot of your seniors like that are on a fixed income, and they can't afford to have somebody do lawn care every week or every 2 weeks or whatever the case might be. And that's okay. You know, if they need it cut one time or whatever, like I told this lady here, I said, listen, I gave her a card. I said, you know, if your son can't get to it or something happens, I'm next door. I cut it every 2 weeks. I'm already here. Let me know and I'll cut it for you. And I said, and if your son does it and I don't ever come back, that's fine too. So, you know, I'll be there for it. Now, like that, I mulched up a lot of leaves. You've seen most all of that. I went over at least twice. I didn't charge a cleanup fee. I basically gave her a price for a regular cut. If I go back again, it'll be that same price. Now, she did give me extra money, but that's not what I charged her. I offered to give her some change. She said, no, no, sir, happy Easter. So there you go. Find out she goes to a friend of mine's church, and it probably won't be in the time lapse, but I was talking to him on the side of the road. He stopped by. He lives 2 houses down from her. Anyway, so that's one situation. It's a one-time deal, you know, and it's a senior, and that situation I just explained. Now, the other situation in which I will do a one-time cut is to make money, okay? Now, again, I don't do this full time, so a lot of times I can free up an afternoon in the schedule where I don't have anything to do, especially if it's on one of my slow weeks. I kind of have a heavy week of cutting and then a slower week of cutting. So if it happens to be where I can go do it, and so now you're talking about a yard for somebody, one-time cut. A lot of times it's going to be, the yard's going to be run down, it hadn't been cut in a while, the grass is going to be thick. So basically it's a cleanup charge. So you're looking at a yard and going, okay, this is a $50 yard, $150, right? You say, oh, well, that's ridiculous. No, not if it's a $50 a week yard and it hadn't been cut in a month or 6 weeks. That's actually a bargain. If it ain't been cut in 6 weeks and the grass is growing, it's going to be more than 150. But I'm just saying, 4 weeks you know, $50 a week is $200. I'm gonna come in one time and cut it, and I'm gonna charge them $150. You know, it's got to be worth my time. It's got to be worth really the wear I'm gonna put on the equipment, because you cut tall grass, you know what it's like. So anyway, that's just kind of how I do things. You know, however you do it, that's fine. But that's the situations where you'll see me do a one time. And a lot of times, even those one times where I make good money, I do it with the intent, even though I charge, and then I explain to them what the weekly rate or the bi-weekly rate would be. And, you know, maybe they'll let me keep the property up. I've had situations where it worked out. Of course, now, 50% of the time, when I give them that one-time fee to cut the yard, I don't get it anyway. Because somebody goes, I'm not going to pay $150. I'm not going to pay $200, $250, whatever it might be, for you to cut my yard. And, okay, you know. And, you know, a lot of times people have a yard in a bad situation, and if they have a lawnmower especially, I tell them, I say, hey, find you somebody around here that you can pay by the hour. Get them to come in here and clean this thing up good. I mean, you think about it, by the hour, you get a guy and pay him $12 an hour, you can work him all day for $100, you know, at your house. So there you go. And I'm gonna work like, for $100, I'm gonna work like an hour and a half. So, you know, there you go. But anyway, appreciate y'all taking the time to watch the video and just listen to my rambling on. I got one more. I might go cut that. If I do, I probably won't add any video to this, because with that fertilizer this morning and all that time lapse there, the video is going to be too long anyway, and I've been talking for 10 minutes now. So if I go cut that one, I'm just not going to put it on the video. It's one that you've seen before anyway, and it's another bi-weekly yard out in the country. Good little quick yard for me. They don't really have anything in the yard, so you know, trim up around the house, and it's rough, but trim up around the house and ride on across it and get done. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. If you haven't already, love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, get notifications when I put up a new video. I try to put up 2-3 a week, and just share information with you, and just like to have some fun. Drop me a comment down there. Love to interact with you. And my prayer for you is always the same. May the Lord richly bless you, and may you see all of your blessings as from Him. Talk to you later.